So have you recently experienced an AO scan? If so, I'm going to walk you through the reports you just received. And we're going to go through all the results and more. I'm going to show you something really cool at the end, so stick with me. But on the call, if we did your scan remotely, and even if you're preparing to do a scan, this will help you, give you a little insight into what you're about to receive. But if we did a remote scan on the call, we will have done what's called an easy scan. And I would have prepped you to hold your phone in front of your ear like this. And then I'll count you down to start the audio. Or if you were in person, I would have had you wear the bone conducting headset that sits on your bones right here in front of your ear. And we would have done here the easy scan. I can show it here. There we go. I would have done the easy scan here. And then I would have counted you down to start the audio recording, starting with, I would have clicked start scan, and I would have counted you down, starting with, and you were going to record your voice, starting with I am and your first name, 3, 2, 1, and my name is Amy Miller, and I continue talking for 10 seconds while the device is recording my voice, and it's scanning over 2,000 frequencies in my tone, pitch, pattern, and it immediately goes into then the vital scan, which is the second bar right there, and then you can see the progress via the bars across the top as it goes through each of the scans. It's 3 scans back to back: InnerVoice, vitals, and comprehensive. And the comprehensive, which is the bottom one, that is the scanner is based on what happens in the first 2, in the InnerVoice and the vitals. It decides which regions of the body, what tissues, what organs, what muscles, what arteries, etc., in the comprehensive that need to be scanned. Now, not just scanning, but also optimizing those frequencies as well. So it goes through each one of these. You'll see it shows it starting the vitals now, and it goes through each one of these. And so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what those reports from these 3 scans look like. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's look at that. So here's what I'm going to try to share my screen so that you can see. Here, I want to make sure you see this well. Okay, awesome. So in your email, you would have seen, as soon as the scan is complete, it will look something like this. You can click on the top link in your email to view a dynamic version of the report, or you can view the individual reports on the sheets. And so I'm going to walk you through the attachments, and then I'll show you the dynamic version at the top, at the end, okay? So we're going to open up here. I'm going to switch sharing here, and I'm going to show you actually, let's go ahead and open it here. Okay, so yes, now this is going to show you what's going on with the InnerVoice scan and how it works. It's going to show you the date and everything that it was done, and then it's going to show you, it's really fascinating. This is probably the most crucial part of your entire report. And so it's also going to show you what regions of the body that are being affected by this imbalance. Now, if you had just an InnerVoice scan and you didn't have the easy scan, this bottom portion of the report will not be here. But if you've done the easy scan, it will have the bottom portion well. And it will show also the color of glasses you can wear while listening to the corresponding balancing harmonics. And this is where you can use color therapy as well with the Lightwave optical glasses. Yeah, so you can wear different colors as different colors come up on your scan. You'll see here in the different reports, the different colors that come up. Now, the first three imbalances are emotions that have a tendency to be overexpressed, okay? And then the fourth one is one that would be underexpressed. Now, I like to focus on the positive. And so I like to focus on what color glasses I need and then the positive aspects of that imbalance. But you can wear different colors as different colors come up on your scan, right? The number one takeaway with the InnerVoice is listen to the 4 recordings that were created that go along with each one of the reports. Now you can open it from your email with the MP3 and listen to those 4 recordings via headphones, ideally, so that you can listen to the different tones in each ear, as well as the underlying matrix that your brain will synthesize. This is about bringing more emotional balance to your body, as well as addressing the root causes of some of the physical issues within your body. So listen first thing in the morning, right before bed, or really anytime you're feeling stressed or anxious that you need kind of a reset. Again, best listened with headphones. Now, if you were to have your own device, let's see if I can go back out of this scan here. Now, if you were to have your own device, you would get a fresh recording every morning. Let me see if I can stop this share here for just a minute. And so you can see me again here. But if you were to have your own device, let me see if I can show this where you're not seeing all the light glare. There we go. You can see the different scanning options. So you see InnerVoice here. That's something that you can actually do as a refresh on the daily. As you know, our emotional states change on the regular, so you get new harmonics every day. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you the vitals report. Okay. Let me share that with you. All right. Okay, so I think you can see that here. Hopefully you can see that here. Okay. Now there's going to be a lot of information here, right? I'll show you. It's a lot of information. So you're going to see on the right, you'll see previous scan. So right, let me scroll up to the top so you can see it. You're going to see previous scan. That's what ran immediately following the InnerVoice scan, and then went into scanning the frequencies of your blood biology, your vitals. Now, when it shows the red areas as out of balance, the device attempts to send the opposing frequency to the ones that are out of balance after receiving the optimizing frequencies. Okay. Now, those of you who are physics background, you'll recognize that as a phase 1 flip. But most of the spreadsheet will show something that is out of balance, so which would be red, to imbalance, which would be green. Now, occasionally you're going to see something that is in balance to out of balance. You can see that here in, let's see if I see one of those here, where you see something that's in balance to out of balance. Now, this isn't really anything of concern. Hold on, let me reset something here. It's really simply a temporary imbalance where your body is borrowing energy from one area of the body to support it in another area. And this will return within 24 hours. Isn't it amazing? how our maker created our bodies. The body knows when something is a bit weak, and it will redistribute energy, and that energy will return within 12 to 24 hours. And occasionally you'll see something that is out of balance in both columns here. So do you see that here where there's some things that are out of balance in both columns? Now this is something interesting to note, not necessarily to be concerned, but educational in nature. We want to see if this is a temporary situation in the body or if it's consistent and it needs further investigation. Now that's the advantage to using the AOScan mobile really on a regular basis and doing the scans to see what is consistently out of balance, and therefore, what do I need to address? Could my body use some extra support with chiropractic care, with supplements, with lifestyle shifts, with essential oils, with homeopathic remedies? This is giving you a lot of educational info on your body. So everything from meridians to your gastrointestinal function, to your nutritional analysis, to physical function in your cardiovascular, your endocrine system, your hormones, your thyroid function, and even toxicities like bacteria and fungus and human toxins, heavy metals, parasites. So now, even if, I'm just going to stop sharing here for just a minute so that you can see me. Even if you did not look at these reports at all, and all you did was enjoy the scan and the optimization, that's okay. Because that by itself can be very therapeutic and helpful. Now, let's look at one more of the spreadsheets that came in your reports. And this is the comprehensive spreadsheet. This is the one, remember, that is only showing what needed to be scanned based on the information from your InnerVoice scan and from your vitals, okay? So here again, you can see this is going to look very similar, right? You're going to see on the right a previous scan, and then you're going to see current scan. Current scan is what you see after receiving the optimizing frequencies. And with the numerical columns here, ideal or balance, homeostasis, is number 5, okay? So ideally, you're looking for 4, 5s, and 6s. Now, 6 through 9 or 7 through 9 is really where the body is showing some inflammation. And I'll scroll down here so you can see, is showing some inflammation. Now, numbers 1 through 4 is where the body is showing some more diminished function. So if you're reading this report, you want to pay attention to the 1s and the 9s, okay? You'll also see, for instance, if we're looking here at some different liver vessels, for instance, here with this one, it'll show percentages. 41 from ideal was the original previous scan. And then now after the optimization, it's 34% from ideal. Does that make sense? Okay, so now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the dynamic report. So we're going to open up the dynamic report, hopefully. Let's see here. Hold on just a minute. See if I can get it pulled up. Let's see. Let's go to the email again. Okay, so we're going to go back to the email. And remember in the email, that top link, you're going to click on that link. And it's going to pull up an interactive or dynamic version of the reports. Hopefully here. So this one's going to be interactive, and you're going to be able to see here the harmonics that were analyzed and the spikes that were overactive. Here, I'll show you the classic view here. you'll see the spikes that were analyzed that were overactive emotions, and then the lowest one is the one more suppressed. Now, the notes are the supporting frequencies right here. So you see that the frequencies that were out of balance, the lowest frequency, and then these are the supportive frequencies. And if you can hear, let's see if I can turn it up loud enough for you to be able to hear. We'll see if it will be able to play it. But these are best listened to during, again, your quiet time before bed or in the morning with headphones. And this report is going to show a summary of the things that stayed out of balance. So again, here's the color recommendations that support color therapy for those emotions. Let's see if I can turn it up loud enough for you to be able to hear. I don't think you can. Okay. So here you'll be able to see the harmonics that weren't analyzed. Again, this report's also going to show you, like I said, a summary of the things that stayed out of balance. Okay, so let me show you classic view here. So you're going to see all double reds, right? Because it's only going to show you the things that stayed out of balance even after the optimization. So if you scroll down, you'll see this is a condensed report of the vitals and the comprehensive. It's going to include chakras and meridians. But you'll see it's a condensed report of the vitals and then also the comprehensive. Now, you can tap on the text in this interactive one. And many times, let's see if I can find one for you. So let's see in cardiovascular elasticity. Vascular elasticity. So I can pull this up and it's going to tell me a little bit more of a description about what's going on there. So this is a great time to learn about your body. This is an educational device. So get into it and learn about what's happening inside your body. Now, when you scroll to the comprehensive section in here, this is where you'll also be able to, for instance, you'll be able to tap on this little outline of a person, and it's going to pull up a 3D version. This is so cool. It's going to pull up a 3D rendering of your body so that you'll be able to see exactly where that part of the body is out of balance. And you'll be able to scroll through layers of the body as well with great precision. Now, mine's having a little bit trouble loading right now because of the connection, but it's gonna pull up that 3D version, and then you'll be able to interactively look at where that specific part of the body is that's out of balance. Okay. Now, again, this is not diagnosing, treating, or curing anything. This is offering you educational insight into what's happening inside the body. And I'll show here, loads. We're almost there, loading. But I want to go through what you're supposed to do with all this information, right? You may be like, what in the world am I doing with all this information? And we'll talk through that in just a minute. I'm going to give you some brief tips on what to do, and then I'm going to show you something really cool that you can do with the device as well. Okay, it's almost there. Loading. I feel like it's going to show that little loading. Thank you guys for being so patient and staying on, because this is going to be really valuable information for those of you who just received your report, or if you're getting ready to have one of these scans. So you can see this is the but you'll be able to through and the to specific area that it's looking at within the body. And itself, you'll be able to see, or on the if you're looking at this on your phone, this up a little trouble seeing it now. Normally, you'll be able to on your can't blow it up as easily, but on your your mobile device, or if you're looking at this on a tablet, you'll be able to pinch and open it and get a really precise view about what's going on, okay? Yes. So cool and fascinating, right? And you're probably like, what am I going to do with all this information? That's what I did when I first saw this. So here's what I recommend. I have a few recommendations. Number one, pray about it. Ask your creator to bring healing to a particular area of your body or issue. If it's of a concern, pray over that aspect of your being. Number two, use the supplements or the therapy recommendations, or you can request a supplement scan as part of your next scan. Number three, pick one or two of the items on the lifestyle suggestions shift. And then number four, listen to those balancing harmonics with headphones during your prayer time, before bed, on your morning walk. Addressing that emotional root of physical issues can be powerful. Now, if you'd like to take your results to your chiropractor or your naturopath or your massage therapist, you can do that as well. I do recommend getting a second scan to see what's coming up consistently as out of balance. Frequencies shift regularly within the body, so we're looking for consistent patterns before looking into something further. Now, before we go, I want to thank you for being a pioneer and really being open to the powerful benefits that frequencies can have on your wellness. May you be the judge on that. You've experienced it for yourself. I believe that this is part of the future of healthcare and how we address issues moving forward. Now, if you're not aware, you can actually purchase a device for yourself. This was previously a $38,000 device, only available in several wellness clinics across the country. And 80%, soon to be 90% of that technology is now available in this portable device, because the vision has always been about helping people get this to their own hands, using it on a daily basis, really taking back control, taking your health back into control in your hands. It's so much more affordable now too. So if you have any questions about this, or you want to purchase one for yourself, I'll put a link for that below. If you haven't received your own introductory scan, I'll link how you can schedule that for yourself as well. The beauty of owning your own technology is that you can use it to support yourself, your family, your friends, your clients from wherever you are. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. So here's what I wanted to show you, something really amazing. So far we did an easy scan, right? The InnerVoice, the vitals, the comprehensive. However, there are body system scans that you can do. And if there was time in your introductory scan, we also turned on some S.E.F.I frequencies for you. Now, S.E.F.I stands for, if you can see it right here, let me see if I can hold it up so you can see. Let me move this. So you see that down at the bottom is a S.E.F.I. That stands for Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter. And yes, now I can just tap on, I'm going to tap on the S.E.F.I. And I can just tap on any of these options. Oh, I need to refresh my sign-in real quick. Bear with me just a minute. Okay, now it's pulling it up. So when I tap on the S.E.F.I, I can just tap on any one of these options to send yourself or whomever is loaded into the device. At the top is the target. I can send these to, I'll show you one of them. If I can pull them up. Here we go. So I can send these, any of these, to a client, a family member. I don't know if you can see these. Let me try to hold it to where you can see. There we go. I can send these to a client, to a family member. And so, for instance, I can send myself since right now I'm the one at the top of the device, I can pick sleep well. And since I target here, my signature is in this, loaded into the device. I can send myself sleep well frequencies. I can send a broadcast of this frequency for 2 minutes, and sending from the device to anywhere that this person, me here, is. And when this is done, there's no report generated. It's just sending those frequencies. There's nothing to listen to. You can also imprint these frequencies into water, into sugar pellets, into precious metals. You can imprint them into some bracelets that have tourmaline and cybin in them that will hold frequencies for up to 2 weeks. But I'm just going to show you a glass of water here. I can actually place this on the device, and I will shift the target here. And I'll tap erase. This is going to erase not any inherent frequencies that are in the glass or in the water, but any negative frequencies that have attached themselves. And then I will imprint the sleep well frequencies to the water, and then I can consume that. And those frequencies will, like subtle nudges to the body to do something different. So if you'd like to learn more about the S.E.F.I aspect of this technology, I'm going to link a separate video. I'm not going to sleep right now, so I'm not going to take this. I'll link a separate video for you as well. You can register for different S.E.F.I frequency therapy sessions, everything from restful sleep to digestive support and more. If you've liked this video or if you have questions, let me know what your thoughts are below. Again, I'm going to put this in YouTube as well, so you can have that. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Telegram. I appreciate you. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope this answers some questions. Yeah? Okay. Bye, everybody.